23 things you may not know about Tinubu tax. It may cut food, drug, electricity prices, school fees, and well, that is a good thing if it is going to cut the expenses that we spend on food, on drugs, on electricity, and school fees. Then it's a good thing. The controversy triggered by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to reform Nigeria's tax regime is not about to go away. The reform controversy dominated the headline for most of last week as the Senate debated the 4 bills Tinubu had sent to the National Assembly to affect fundamental changes in the tax regime. The Senate debate degenerated into a rowdy session as supporters and opponents of the bills attempted to advance their cause. The Tinubu administration deployed high-powered team to upper chamber to plead its case. Meanwhile, the bill passed the second reading and will now go into the committee stage, from where it will go into public hearing before returning to the Senate for the third reading, debate and passage or non-passage. The Senate committee has 6 weeks to do its job. The bill will go through the same process in the House of Representatives. So what are the issues? Whereas many people admit that the bills will substantially address the grey areas in the Nigeria tax regime, some believe there are parts that are discriminatory and only favor a few states. We don't really know the content of the tax, but the only one that we've been hearing about it is that the northern parts, they are going to start sharing tax revenue according to what you bring to the table. That if you're not bringing anything to the table, don't expect to collect revenue from this thing. You don't want to sell alcohol in your state, but you want to collect the revenue that comes from it. It is no longer going to happen like that again. So obviously, if they do that, of course, it's going to do all these things that they are saying. It will reduce the cost on food. It will reduce the cost on education. It will reduce cost on this and that. So until it gets to public hearing, until they tell us the things that are actually inside, it will still have to go for third reading now. So if they tell us the things that are inside the tax reform bill, if Nigerians are not okay with it, definitely we will talk. But even at the same time, even if we talk, are they going to listen to us? I'm believing and hoping that everything that is in the tax reform bill is going to favor us Nigerians, because everybody that has been coming out to complain are only the north. It's because they don't want to do anything. They don't want to bring anything to the table. They are just lazy. They are just lazy. They don't want to do anything. That is why they are complaining bitterly about this tax reform bill, because they know that it is going to greatly affect them. And they are the only ones that have come out to complain. If there was something wrong with it, I'm sure that every other person would have come out to complain. At least somebody like Ugochi would have come out to complain and say, okay, this tax reform bill, it is not good. And anything that that one says, of course, I'm going to believe because he's a truthful person. So it is only the North that has been complaining, because they know that this thing is going to affect them. They know. So apart from that, I think the tax reform bill, it's a good thing. Udbaja Henry says, we want regional autonomy. We don't want this tax reform. They use Nigerian money to build Lagos. They should do so to other states before tax reform. Eje Ishaku says, you people don't know Tinubu yet. It doesn't have anything good for the masses. Just watch out and see everything plays out. Well, we are watching. Fatah Olalere Ayemide says, from my opinion, it is a good idea towards development. But how can governments from all levels address the corruption that may arise when the bills are passed into the law? We don't know. Because Nigerians, you know how we behave. Brain Note says, good development. Thanks, Mr. President. Well, for now, we think that the tax reform bill, it's an okay thing. Until it gets to public hearing, that the citizens can now know exactly what is inside the tax reform bill. And that we can now start complaining like the North are complaining that, okay, we don't want it. And if this is what the Northern people saw, that they have been complaining about, then no. But if it is because they want to keep eating from where they did not sow, then no. The tax reform bill is going to stand. Nkitiyobi says, with this information out there, there is need for this wonderful bill to be passed by both the National Assembly. It is a welcome development. I support the bills as sent. Those objecting the bill should carefully study the bills and see the merits. Yes, because everybody has not said anything about this bill. It is only the North. If they do the tax reform bill, you will not be able to pay salaries. Which one was Zulum was the one saying that one? How would you not be able to pay salary because of tax reform bill? Because people are just lazy. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to bring anything to the table. one person will marry 4 wives, give birth to like 20 children, and then you people don't do anything. You don't go to school, no skills acquisition, no job, nothing is coming from your state, and you want to keep enjoying. You want to keep collecting equal money than other states according to your population, and you know that you people are more than us. So people have to work. You have the manpower, you have the energy. Instead of doing Boko Haram, doing bandits up and down, do something better with your life. This is the time for North to sit up and know what they are doing. It is a sign for them to actually do the right thing, but no, they are complaining. They don't want it, they don't want it, they don't want to get better at all. Ibrahim Miller says when subsidy was removed, affected everybody, and it will also for tax reform. Therefore, don't be hasty for those supporting it. It will sure reach you. Well, let's see how it goes. Chinedu Anyeke says, as far as tipping added 1,000 to fuel in less than 1 year, no amount of his deceitful reform that will work. He's using Nigeria to do experiments. He has nothing to offer. Chinedu Anyeke says, the worst thing that have happened to Nigerians are APC. Complete it. What should we complete it? Fuel was 87 naira when they grab power. See where they leave Nigeria today, still telling their supporters big lies. It is not only their supporters, it's everybody that they are telling lies to. Suleiman Jai said, and it may add food, electricity, transportation costs because this APC administration never thinks about the poor. He doesn't, but we don't know. Let's just see what he wants to do with this tax reform bill. He cannot just, what's it called? He cannot just criticize somebody and just write them off. At least sometimes give them the benefit of the doubt. And then when they disappoint you, you'll be like, I'm not surprised. It's not as if you are going to trust them wholeheartedly, but just try to give them benefit of the doubt to see what they are going to do, if they are going to actually surprise you, or they are actually going to do the things that you think that they are going to do. So let's just give him the benefit of the doubt. Halad Jibrin says, any Nigerians that are backing this Tinubu'S tax reform bill is sinking in the head. The poor in Lagos today are crying because of his tax reform. When he came into power, he removed fuel subsidies, and today we are buying petrol 1-2. No any country that buy petrol as cost as the way we are buying in Nigeria. Let him finish in time. Hey God. Okay, we have heard you. Peter Frank says, let T-Pain continue chasing shadows and deceiving his senseless and gullible fools. Well, we are going to give him benefit of that because as it stands, there is nothing we can do. Whether we like it or not, he is our president. No matter how much we hate him, no matter how much we say, oh, he's deceiving us, because it's not everybody that voted for him. It's not. And all of us are still suffering. So let us just, he's already there. There's nothing we can do. And he's going to spend his 4 years. Hopefully, we don't let him spend another 4 years. But let us just give him benefit of the doubt to see where he's going with these tax reform bills. My listener, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.